Okay, Arrest the Field Bug Report number 15. Tonight, let's see, February 11th, Friday, February 11th. And I guess it's about 11 o'clock right now. Got on Rule of Law radio program this evening to talk to Eddie, not Eddie, with mainly Randy. Okay, I made, I really only tried to do it as fast as I could to make my argument involving Virginia law and traffic tickets and the uniform summons and so forth. And I only got halfway through my argument before, they cut to commercial break. When they got back from commercial break, they had me on mute. Randy was talking. I kept on trying to interrupt him while he was making his arguments. And I couldn't do it because he had me on mute. When I finally took me off mute, I kind of lost the ability to, effectively make the rest of my argument. I didn't even get to that, okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity to do that right now. Okay, and hopefully Randy will get this. And Randy, I'm sorry, but I gotta criticize this. You didn't give me, I can't, I don't like making half an argument. I gotta get to my conclusion. I was trying to do that, and you really didn't let me do that, okay? And I don't think you really even paid that close attention to what I was trying to say, all right? But let me repeat some of what I was saying. What I wanted, okay, well, let me just say, I find that this happens a lot. People really have their own agendas, and they're not really paying attention to the points that you're trying to make, or the argument that you're trying to make. Okay? Somehow, if you're trying to make an argument and try to get the point across to somebody, and you get interrupted at some point, and they start interjecting their own ideas, I'm arguing from Virginia law here. And he knows Texas code and commerce and so forth really well. Okay, fine. But here in Virginia, we got a different set of statutes. All right? And here in Virginia, with regard to traffic tickets, commerce is really not an issue. Okay? It is still, it's true that traffic tickets are commercial in nature. That's entirely true. But compared to other issues, that's not the one to raise. All right? Commerce is not really the one to raise. Because I studied law well enough that I know Rule 101 is the best issue to raise. Okay, and they even talk about impera materia on ruleoflawradio.com. And actually this very night, Eddie was talking about it. So I'm kind of frustrated. All right, let me go ahead and make my whole argument. And it may be a little repetitious, but anyway. I mentioned this already. I'm trying to get people to consider that the cop takes your personal info, goes back to his patrol car, somehow makes contact with the court by radio, and here's something I didn't actually say, but it sets up a bail bond hearing, okay, not an examining trial. Examining trial should come first, then the bail bond hearing, okay? I didn't actually say bail bond hearing. My point is, Now let me read you the rest. It sets up a bail bond hearing. Okay, you look at the court docket. Go to court. The first time, any traffic ticket in Virginia, you will see bail bond hearing. Okay, that's what you've already gone past the examination. All right. You've gone past that. You're already past that. When did the examining trial occur? I'm saying that you can assume that it's already occurred. When did it occur? All right, let's assume that it already occurred because you have to have that before the bail bond hearing. Okay. So they've already went to the bail bond hearing. They've already got that set up. They set up the next hearing. They didn't set up the examining trial. Okay, they did not, Randy. That's not what they're setting up. They're setting up the bail bond hearing. Now, I don't know how they do things in Texas, but that's how they do things here in Virginia. Okay? So, here, listen. They set up the bail bond hearing, which takes place at the court, of course, and together the cops and the court decide that there is jurisdiction to issue a summons where they name the accused as defendants. Okay? I'm saying that on that summons, you've already been named defendant. Okay, this is not a summons to appear in an examining trial. This is a summons where you've already been named defendant and you are to appear at a bail bond hearing. Okay? So right then and there is the only opportunity, the only period of time when an examining trial could have occurred. All right? And they're already moving on to the next hearing. And they're arranging for the next hearing. Okay? So if an examining trial did occur, that's when it occurred. Okay? Because that's the only period of time when it could have occurred. All right? So I have every reason to believe that an examining trial went on right then and there when the cop took your personal information, went back to his patrol car, and somehow made contact with the court and arranged the next hearing. All right? And he did this without you. And he could have made appearance by two-way communications, all right, with you standing next to him and giving you the opportunity to speak to the courts. The magistrate, okay? I don't know if they actually speak to a magistrate or another clerk or if they do it through a dispatcher or what, but there is contact with the courts by two-way radio, okay? And this is the exact period of time that an examining trial could have occurred. And it's supposed to, what's supposed to be a result of that examining trial is a summons. That summons comes after, just like a warrant comes after that, okay? All right? Do you get my point? That is when the crime occurred. If there is any crime, that's when it occurred. Because I'm telling you, on that summons, you may say last name, first name, and so forth. But I looked up the actual form, the DC-286 that they use, okay, for the uniform summons. And the form has a box in the same place where they have last name and so forth. In the same place, it says on there, defendant. Okay, you don't see that word on your ticket actually, but that is the box for the defendant's name. And they can only name you defendant if they've already assumed that they got jurisdiction, and that's the whole purpose of an examining trial. All right, I've gone 10 minutes as of now. Okay. That if an examining trial ever did occur, that's when it occurred, and it occurred without the accuser. All right, and I'm saying that that the accuser could make an appearance by two-way communications at that point, at least by audio, if not by video. Okay? And that's what these statutes, that's why I wanted to go over these statutes. 19.2-82 of the Virginia Code, procedure upon arrest without warrant. I'm going to read this again. As used in this section, the term brought before a magistrate or other issuing authority having jurisdiction. Okay, pay attention. Shall include a personal appearance before such an authority or any two-way electronic video and audio communication meeting the requirements in order that the accused and the arresting officer may simultaneously see and speak to such magistrate or authority. That's the purpose of the statute. Okay? That is an examining trial. It says the word examine. Where is the word examine? There's a word examine here. I want to see where that word examine is at. You know, so I can say that this is an examining trial. Maybe it's in the other statute. Hold on. This is getting me really frustrated because, I mean, proceedings shall be conducted in the same manner where appearance is required before a magistrate. For a judge, appearance may be personal appearance. Use of two-way. I got it. Shall be conducted in the same manner as appearance for in person. All right. And read this stuff. Having addressed in separate. All right, here. Very first part, okay? Examining a trial. The word examine does appear here. All right? And maybe I read the whole thing too fast for you, Randy. But, you know, I mean, you don't give me a whole lot of time to get my point across. All right? But I'm going to read this again. All right? A person arrested without a warrant shall be brought forthwith before a magistrate or other issuing authority having jurisdiction. He shall proceed to examine the officer making the arrest under oath. Okay? There's your examining trial. Perhaps I went past that too quickly. That's your examining trial. All right? Somehow that registered in my brain and it didn't register in yours, even though I had to go back and read it again. All right? That's your examining trial. All right, and I'm sure that they do not word, you know, they may have some similar statute in Texas Code, but they probably don't use the exact same wording. I don't know. But anyway, listen, I'm going to look up those codes that you referred to. What were they? I wrote them down. Where are they? Let's see. Where did I write them down? Oh, yeah. No, that's not it either. Okay. 543-005, 1406, and 006 of the Texas Code. So I'm going to look those up, see if they really are similar to the Virginia Code. But my intention in bringing up all this is, I got like 20 seconds, 4:15 minutes, was I want to make these cops, the police department and the magistrate, start using two-way audio and video. That's it. Look for arrest appeal number 16 next. That was number 15 right there.